Covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, the ocean is the beating heart of our planet. It regulates climate and houses 80% of all biodiversity on Earth. This is 100 random facts about the ocean. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you haven't already. Whether you're a seasoned mariner or a curious landlubber, we got a thrilling journey ahead, exploring 100 fascinating facts about our planet's oceans. So let's make a splash and dive right in. The average depth of the ocean is about 12,080 feet, or 3,682 meters. The deepest part of the ocean is the Mariana Trench in the Pacific, reaching over 36,000 feet, which is almost 11,000 meters. Approximately 97% of Earth's water is in the oceans. You can check out our other video on lakes and rivers to hear about the other 3%. Average ocean salinity is about 35 parts per thousand, which is undrinkable. You know, water everywhere, not a drop to drink, as they say. Surface currents on the ocean are primarily driven by winds. The Coriolis effect, it causes currents to veer to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere, similar to your toilets. The Gulf Stream is a major warm ocean current originating in the Gulf of Mexico and flowing into the Atlantic. The Great Ocean Conveyor Belt is a thermohaline circulation that moves water all around the globe, which is one of the reasons why oceans play a key role in regulating the Earth's climate. Additionally, oceans absorb roughly 30% of the carbon dioxide produced by humans and absorbs about 90% of the excess heat from global warming. Marine plants produce between 50 to 80% of the oxygen in our atmosphere. Sea vegetables are edible seaweeds like kelp, which are rich in nutrients, and they provide food as well as shelter for marine life. Oceans are home to up to 80% of all life on Earth. We've identified around 200,000 species of marine life, but there's still many more unclassified. Coral reefs, known as the rainforests of the sea, are the hubs of biodiversity and also help regulate the climate. Ocean fish are a significant source of food for modern society, providing sustenance for billions worldwide. Fishing techniques include trawling, long lining, and purse seining. The ocean economy is worth about $25 trillion, give or take. Over 90% of global trade occurs via sea routes, and undersea cables carry about 99% of international data. Ocean energy potential is considerable, but is largely untapped as an energy resource. Turbines can be used to generate power using the up and down motion of the waves, and also using the up and down motion of the tides generated by the gravitational pull from the sun and the moon. Other economies in the ocean include deep sea mining, which targets mineral-rich areas but is extremely controversial due to ecological concerns and should probably be banned in my opinion. Marine pollution is a major issue and includes plastic waste, chemicals, and untreated sewage, as well as, nuclear waste. Millions of tons of plastic enter the oceans each year. There's a patch of garbage in the ocean made of primarily plastic, larger than the state of Texas. Although marine microplastics, which are tiny, very tiny, almost microscopic plastic particles, also pose a major environmental hazard. Oil spills are devastating to marine environments, affecting countless species. And increasing CO2 levels are causing ocean acidification, which causes organisms to calcify, including corals and shellfish. Coral bleaching, triggered by temperature rises, are threatening coral ecosystems. A major bleaching is taking place to the Great Barrier Reef as this video is being made. But don't worry, it's not done yet. Here's some more unsettling facts. Due to global warming, melting ice caps are rising the ocean levels. Coastal erosion can be accelerated by higher sea levels and intense storm events. Marine noise pollution from industry can affect communication and navigation of marine life. However, there is some glimmer of hope, don't worry. Marine protected areas are zones designated to protect marine ecosystems, and they implement things like sustainable fishing, which are efforts to prevent overfishing and ecosystem damage. This can also include aquaculture, which is the farming of fish, shellfish, and seaweeds. Seafood traceability is a thing that lets consumers know where their food comes from and is essential for sustainable fishery management. Maritime law regulates international waters to manage resources and environmental impact. Beaches are coastal interfaces between land and ocean, popular for recreation. Estuaries are where freshwater rivers meet the ocean, rich in nutrients and biodiversity. Salt marshes are coastal wetlands rich in marine life, and they're important for shoreline protection. Mangrove are coastal forests, which also protect shorelines and nurture marine life. Kelp forests are underground areas dominated by kelp, highly productive and very diverse. We know a lot about the oceans, but less than 10% of the ocean has actually been explored by humans. So maybe we don't actually know that much. One way of exploring the ocean is by using submersible vehicles designed for deep sea exploration. The Challenger Deep, the deepest surveyed point in the oceans, is located inside the Mariana Trench. Deep down in these areas are hydrothermal vents, which support unique ecosystems, even animals like the tardigrade. Black smokers are a type of hydrothermal vent found on the ocean floor, emitting plumes of black material. Chemosynthesis is the process by which some organisms use chemical energy to produce food. Adapted to high pressures, low temperatures, and no sunlight, many deep-sea creatures live in these most extreme environments. Deep-sea ecology is the study of organisms living at depths beyond sunlight penetration. Bioluminescence is light production by marine organisms through biochemical reactions. Most deep-sea creatures are small, even microscopic, but the giant squid is one of the largest known invertebrates and lives in the deep ocean. Whales are the largest mammals on Earth, and they don't have feet like us, so they depend on the ocean for their habitat. Sharks are key predators in marine ecosystems and have existed for around 400 million years. Marine turtles are long-lived reptiles, sometimes living hundreds of years.
I like turtles.
And they navigate across the entire ocean. Many marine species undertake long migrations for feeding or breeding. Salmon move from the salty ocean to freshwater rivers for breeding purposes. Aquatic invasive species, or non-native species that disrupt local ecosystems, usually accidentally get moved around by industry. Polar seas are extremely cold ocean areas around the poles, which are rich in unique wildlife, like many different kinds of manta rays. Icebergs are large pieces of freshwater ice floating in salt water, primarily found in polar regions. Similar, but much smaller, are sea ice, which are frozen seawater that forms floats and melts in the ocean. Arctic Ocean is the smallest and shallowest of Earth's oceans. The Southern Ocean, which encircles Antarctica, is dominated by the Antarctic Circumpolar Current. Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean basin on Earth. The Atlantic Ocean, the second largest ocean, is known for its S-shaped configuration. The Indian Ocean, primarily in the southern hemisphere, and is the third largest. Although, if you really think about it, there's only one ocean. It's all connected, you know. Marine algae produces a significant portion of the world's oxygen supply. Ocean wind farms utilize offshore wind for generating renewable energy. Oceanic dead zones are areas depleted of oxygen, often caused by nutrient pollution. The seafood industry, although historically detrimental to ocean ecology, is a crucial part of global food security. As mentioned before, changes to the industry are coming, although too slow for some. Oceanic islands are formed by volcanic activity, coral growth, or sand accumulation. Seamounts are underwater mountains, often biodiversity hotspots. Ocean weather can influence surface weather patterns and events like hurricanes. El Niño and El Niña are climate phenomena that alter weather patterns across the globe. Maritime navigation dates back thousands of years. Early explorers used the stars to navigate across oceans. Advances in technology have improved safety and efficiency at sea. Nautical charts are essential tools for marine navigation, showing water depths and hazards. Sonar is used for mapping the ocean floor and detecting objects underwater. Satellite oceanography uses satellite data to study ocean conditions and topography. The historical average pH balance of the ocean is about 8.1, slightly alkaline. Ocean crust is much younger than continental crust, typically less than 200 million years old, which sounds pretty old, but if you watch 100 random facts about the Earth, you'll see that's actually not that old. Mid-ocean ridges are underwater mountain ranges where new ocean floor is created. Oceanic Plate tectonics involves the movement of several large lithospheric plates. These plates shape our entire planet. Their movement causes earthquakes, volcanoes, and other natural disasters. 100 random facts volcanoes, 100 random facts natural disasters. Check those out. Tsunamis are sea waves caused by underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or landslides. Marine archaeology is the study of human interaction with the sea, lakes, and rivers through archaeology. Thousands of shipwrecks lie submerged, offering clues to our maritime history. Treasure hunters may seem like a made-up career from the movies, but it actually is a real job. Oceanography is the scientific study of the properties and dynamics of ocean waters, the geography and ecology of the seafloor, and the interactions between the ocean and the atmosphere. Oceanographic institutes are specialized centers for the study of oceanography. Some exploration technologies they use include AUVs, autonomous underwater vehicles, and ROVs, remotely operated vehicles. Ocean observing systems monitor and collect data for better understanding of ocean dynamics. The International Seabed Authority regulates mineral-related activities in the international waters. Marine biomimicry is when scientists and engineers draw inspiration from marine life to solve human challenges. Coastal management are efforts to manage and protect coastal and marine environments. And ocean advocacy are efforts to protect and preserve ocean environments globally, something anyone can do. Ocean tourism is an evolving industry which can help raise awareness about marine conservation. Check out the link in our description for a friend that runs a company just like that. The ocean is a very therapeutic place for people to spend time and reflect on important things in their lives. So after this video, if you have the chance to get to the ocean, take a stroll down. Even a lake will do. Pond, river, stream, whatever. Just go listen to some water. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the ocean depths, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest videos. What was your favorite ocean fact? Or do you know anything else cool about the ocean that we didn't talk about? Share your thoughts and join the conversation in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Oceanographic institutes